Some people are like, it goes so fast. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It goes like 364 and a quarter days a year. Like I've been exhausted since day one.
Are there any things that you do that or is there one thing in particular that you have done that really embarrassed your boys?
Oh, apparently breathing, walking, like speaking and thinking really, really bothers them. And I need to like get that under control. Literally, I cannot, it's mostly my 12-year-old, God love him. I can't breathe right around that child without like it causing an eye roll and a foot stomp and like a. So my older son's a little more patient with me, but yeah, they won't let me have a TikTok channel is really what they told me.
Is it tough? I know your youngest one isn't a teenager yet, but is it tough parenting teen?
He thinks he's a grown man.
Yeah. Is this, would you say, the hardest stage so far, or has every stage got its complications, I guess?
They say like little kids, little problems, big kids, big problems. It's different. Some people are like, it goes so fast. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It goes like 364 and a quarter days a year. Like I've been exhausted since day one. So like, no, it doesn't go fast at all. It goes real slow. Yeah, my younger one, definitely, he's very, very sensitive and he's very emotional, and that can be exhausting because I am too. Mm-hmm. So he's really my mirror child. So that's been a lot of exploration really for both of us. And it's been a good lesson for me. We've never stopped learning. And yeah, I mean, newborn was hard. I struggled with breastfeeding, and recovering from labor is a big deal. But yeah, talking about Black Lives Matter and talking about the state of our country and a global pandemic and like where do babies come from? That stuff's hard too.
Sure, yeah. Have you had that conversation?
I mean, like I'm Dr. Mom, so it's like, of course, my ex-husband's like, yeah, your mom's got you go.
Yeah, that's all you.
But it's actually like my kids are really cool in terms of the way we speak, and I don't see myself as their friend. I'm their mom. But I speak to them like they are reasonable humans deserving of respect, and they earn that respect. And so our conversations are respectful and so hilarious when it comes to talking about that stuff. But also like really straightforward. No one spoke to me about that stuff. My parents were like, just don't figure it out. Not true. I mean, eventually I did, but yeah, I really want my kids to have an open and honest relationship. And also, if you're too nervous to talk to me about something, you're probably too young to be doing it. So there you go.
There you go. I like that. I always like asking parents, what is the one thing about parenthood that you wish you knew before you had kids?
Oh, I wish that I knew that you'll never feel like you've figured it out. Yeah. I think when I was a kid, I was like, oh, when I become a grown up, I'll have it all together. But like, and also my parents raised me like that. Like, I know what's best. They actually didn't, and they eventually admitted it, but I raised my children knowing every day, this is my first day parenting you like this age. I've never parented you today, and I've never parented you tomorrow, so we're gonna learn together, and I'm gonna do my best. And my motto is lowered expectations, and then no one says that.
I think that's great. I think like every day is a new day, and every day is a new learning lesson. Correct. Totally. Do your kids understand? I'm sure they do know what you do, and kind of, I mean, if that was my mom, that'd be awesome.
They've known about it in bits and pieces. Right. My kids didn't watch television. We still really don't watch television. We watch movies, but they've seen Big Bang Theory only when they've come visited me at work a couple times, but they're not sitcom watchers. I never felt that they were the right age, just personally, in terms of the content, because there's some
racy things
stuff, and I'm not consensitive that way. They know that I used to put on clown face, is what they called it, when I would put on makeup when they were toddlers. My younger son did not like. He would say no clown when I would put on makeup. But now they get it. They also really like that I'm a scientist and that I advocate, as a scientist. They like that I discuss mental health. They like that I'm starting a podcast on mental health, because they also see the ability that I have to make an impact in the science world and in the mental health world, besides all the fun, famous stuff, and besides, their life of being spoiled, children, which I try to keep them as normal as possible. And I'm the kind of person, like, I still go to when I could go to the supermarket, I go to the supermarket, like they interact with me, I think, as a normal mom, but then I get recognized and they remember I'm not normal at all.
Yeah, it's totally.